Hello and welcome to my channel. This is the Nomadic Goddess and I am Jasmine. This is going to be a bi-weekly reading for the sign of Gemini for the weeks of February 5th through February 19th. Now, you don't just have to be a Gemini Sun. You can be a Gemini Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mercury. And just because I said that this was for the weeks of February 5th to February 19th doesn't mean it is solely for that time. It is for whenever you stumble across my channel and decide to hit play. Because this is a general reading, you shouldn't take everything with you. If the shoe fits, lace it up, find the matching pair, and travel well. If it does not fit, leave it. There's no need to carry messages that do not ring true for you. I am clairaudient. That means the divine, whether you want to call it source, the universe, God, whatever floats your boat, along with your spirit guides, your higher self, and your ancestors that are for your highest good. They all give you messages via songs or movies or bits and pieces of books. Now, with the songs, they do get stuck in my head and I do sing them. The downside to that is I cannot sing. So if you can power through my horrible singing, and I hope you guys enjoyed getting to know about yourself and don't be afraid to dive deep. I will not message you, email you, Instagram you, TikTok you, Twitter you, or hop in your DMs of any form to offer readings. If you would like a reading, you can scroll down into the description box and follow my website. All right. With that said, let's get started, Geminis. All right. What is the message for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and or Mercury for the weeks of February 5th to February 19th. What are the messages for Gemini? What messages do we have for Gemini's? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. Do we have for Gemini's? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. Messages for Gemini's. Oh, fox. What does the fox say? I honestly hated that song. Growing up, it was so annoying. And like, I think one of my friends or one of my friend's siblings, they used to play it like non-stop. Oops. Stingray. Messages do we have for Gemini? Ooh, one at a time, please. I saw the signs. That was my fault. I opened up my eyes, saw the signs. I saw the signs. Opened up my eyes, saw the signs. Wanna rumble with the bee, huh? Zzz, throw a hex on the whole family. Dressed in all black like the omen. Man thinking this is for my homie. You know me. Gemini. What messages do we have for Gemini? And you're not important, but you ain't really eating, boy. You better get your food up. We have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the weeks of February 5th to February 19th. Oh, one at a time, please, and thank you, thank you. Appreciate you. Ooh, you're the problem. What messages do we have for Geminis? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What messages do we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus? Daddy issues. Oh my goodness. Please, one at a time. What messages do we have for Geminis? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. What messages? Thank you. Not the one. Ancestors pleased. Ask for more. Okay, you guys may have Libra in your chart because Libra literally has 1, 2, 3, 4 of the cards out. What messages do we have for Gemini's third party person? Last but not least, thank you. Devil genitals. Oof. Alright. Alright. Why are you so in denial when you know you're not happy? Hey. Don't want to just want to dance. Oh, oh. Hey, hey, oh, oh. Hey, oh, oh. Hey, oh, oh. What messages we have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury for the weeks of February 5th to February 19th. What messages do we have? Oh my goodness. What messages do we have for Gemini? have for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Why did I just do that? I don't know how to shuffle today, apparently. Messages for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Mercury. Not taking those. I'll definitely take that. We have Chiron, Venus, and last but not least, ooh, that was a flyer. You really ain't important with the moolah. You ain't really eating, but you better get your food up. All right. Geminis, like I said before, you may have Libra in your chart because the whale and the bat card were both in Libra's reading, as well as you're the problem, not the one. Ancestors pleased, ask for more, you deserve it. Yeah, those are the only ones that were in Libra's reading. But let's get into it. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. The Fox card is always going to be my course corrector card. It's my wise teacher card, but in any folklore, the fox is always going to be a trickster. And when you honestly look at fox energy, it is a trickster energy, but it's what I like to call a course corrector. What do I mean by that? I mean, the fox is always going to trick you and sway you from your path, or from the path that you think is yours, to the correct path, or to the path of I'm hearing the path of least resistance. So for some of you, it could be like, oh, well, you got this job offer that was like too good to be true, and like you had faith in it and you took the leap and you applied for the job and you got the job, but then a week before you were supposed to start, they let you go. And then in them letting you go, you realize that you're not meant to work a 9-to-5, but you're meant to start your own business and help people. Or you're just meant to start your own business, and then you start your own business. So none of that would have happened if you would have just stayed at your original job. Or it would have taken longer for that to happen if you would have just stayed at your original job because you were comfortable. So that's what the fox card, that's what I mean when I say the fox card is my trickster card. Now we have Buffalo. Buffalo is always going to be my grounded card. But it also reminds me, whenever I see the Buffalo card, I'm always reminded of, or I always pay attention to the lightning in the back. So the lightning in the back is always going to be like my ancestral communication, or communication coming in from your guides, or what have you. So it's always going to be my practical yet spiritual card. So Buffalo is whether they are looking to the, like you see it, as you can see in the Buffalo card, the Buffalo is looking at the lightning, receiving the messages from the divine, from source, from God. But it's also very grounded. It has 4, I don't want to call them feet, so I'm going to call them hooves. 4 hooves planted firmly on the ground. With the whale card is my diving deep card. And because it's water, the water element always deals with emotions. The whale card isn't afraid to dive deep for the things that it needs. And for some of you Geminis, you need to dive deep. For some reason, I'm getting the feeling like a lot of you are afraid to dive deep. Like you're afraid to face that old hurt again. You're afraid to face that old pain again. You're afraid to feel that old pain again. And a lot of you guys, especially for those, because the whale and the stingray card go hand in hand. Well, actually, all of them go hand in hand. If you want to think about it, the whale is calling you to dive deep, and once you start diving deep, you start aligning yourself, you start healing yourself, especially around your emotional wounds. The snake card is my well of untapped potential card. So once you start diving deep, once you start aligning, once you start healing, you're able to tap into that unlimited well of potential of yours, but you're also which will allow you to also let go of things. So literally the whole whale, stingray, snake, and bat card are all playing out, but only if and when you decide to dive deep into your emotions, deep into your subconscious, and reprogram and heal yourself. And I think for a lot of you, especially because the full moon is today, full moon is in Leo, a lot of the things that are coming up for some of you is around your creative energy, your inner child, your childhood. That's what Leo rules. So with this full moon being in Leo, that's why those things are at the forefront. It's why you're having dreams, or that's why you're having flashbacks of your childhood. It's because it's like, hey, your childhood's like, hey, heal me, heal. So we can tap into, so our path can be, so we could be aligned with our path and be aligned with our higher self. And so you can overall just feel good. Like, no one talks about how good you feel after you heal. It's hard. It's tumultuous. But it also like after you've rested and recuperated, you feel so good. You feel so lighter. The Scorpion card is my passion card, and I feel like after you let some of your emotional bags go, you'll actually uncover what you are actually passionate about. Then we have You're the Problem. I feel like the You're the Problem card is especially for those of you who go to therapy, and the therapist will ask you how you're doing, and you're like, oh, I'm fine. I'm this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And I want you guys to know that I hope you guys know, like, if your therapist is like a good therapist, they see through that bullshit. Just saying. And therapy only works when you're being honest with yourself and when you're being honest with your therapist. So you faking the funk, or as we like to call it in spiritual community, spiritually bypassing your trauma, it's not helping anyone. It's not healing anyone. Especially you. You're not being healed and you're not being helped. You're just masking it. Yeah, you're just masking it. You're just masking what you actually feel. You're covering it up because you don't want to feel it. And that's not helping anyone. So yes, you are the problem. Yes, you are the drama. You know, when Taylor Swift said, it's me. Hi, I'm the problem. It's me. Yes, it's you. It's most definitely you. We have daddy issues. For some of you, your abandonment wounds stem from your father more so than your mother. And for those of you who whose mother did abandon them to some degree, or either whether she was there physically and not there emotionally and mentally, that's still abandonment. But for some of you, your father wounds are the source of your abandonment issues. And it's also why you're picking people or picking partners that aren't for your highest good, especially because the not the one card is out. And you're realizing, for some of you, you're realizing this. You're realizing you're the problem. I feel like a lot of you need to go to the Libra reading and listen to and watch the Libra reading. Especially if your Venus is in Libra. You have the ancestors pleased. You've been doing the work. For some of you, for those of you who have been actually doing the work, and not just going to your spirit team, and mostly you're not going to your ancestors just for when you need things, but you're actually building the relationship with them. You're venerating them. You're feeding them. You're uplifting them. You're thanking them. You're doing what you need to do for your ancestors, and they are pleased, and they're showing their gratitude in more than one way. The ask for more, you deserve it. You do. Ask for more. Know your worth. And then add tax. And if you want to, add shipping and handling fees too. Like I saw this meme the other day, and I saved it on my phone because it's how I felt. It's how I feel. And it says, "You don't find me, you're guided to me when you're ready. Use my frequency wisely." And a lot of you guys need to start doing that. A lot of you guys need to realize how much you're worth, or realize you're worth at all, period. And start asking for more. Start asking for what you're worth. Especially when it comes to, I feel like this is more so the third party person. I feel like this is more so dealing with someone that you're romantically interested in. And this person telling you that they're not ready for a relationship, but also at the same time sending you mixed signals. And also dealing with someone else. Well, not even, and they may not even be dealing with someone else. They just may be talking to other people. For some of you, this person is there to teach you to go deeper with your self-love journey. For others of you, this person is just a cycle that you just keep on repeating because you haven't done the work to learn your worth. You haven't done the work to heal those insecurities or abandonment issues. And for those of you who haven't done the work, it's probably why the Devil Genitals card came out. Because this person is not, especially if you're a woman. If you're a woman and your cycle is jacking up or jacked up, if your cycle is, or if your body, if your body is basically creating issues or like wreaking havoc on you, it's more likely than a sign that this person is not right for you, and your body and your energy is rejecting this person. Pay attention to your body. Your body tells you what you need to know. The Chiron card is the heal card. You guys literally need to work on healing. Because I feel like as soon as you start working on healing, your relationship views, the way you view relationships, the way you view how love should be, will change. Because right now you're only seeing your view or your perspective is skewed by what by your abandonment wounds, by your daddy issues, by your mother issues, but mostly by your abandonment wounds. And then once you learn, once you heal, once you begin to love yourself and stand in your love and love yourself unconditionally, you'll also learn how to stand in your authority. I also feel like your Venus and your, for those of you whose Venus and Chiron, it could be in your 10th house. And it could, your Venus and your Chiron could be in the same sign. Yeah, this is pertaining to those who, if you have a Libra Venus, your Libra, I mean your Chiron, or yeah, your Chiron also may be in Libra as well. And it also may be sitting in your 10th house. Some of you guys need to ask yourself why you're so afraid to dive deep. Why are you afraid to face your issues? What is it? What's the difference between facing your pain now and constantly living in that pain? Why? Because you just choose to ignore it? Because you can lie about it? You can escape it? I'm hearing for some of you, you need to ask yourself, why are you allowing this to remain in your unconscious? Your conscious unconscious. Which makes sense because you're aware of it, but you're acting like you're not aware of it. All right, Gemini, that was your reading. Please comment, like, share, subscribe if you've enjoyed it. Please comment because I love talking to you guys. I love interacting with you guys. Even if it's just to say hello. Even if it's just to say it didn't resonate with me. And hey, I hope I can catch your energy next time. All right, Gemini. See you in 2 weeks. Bye.